So last time we were here, the group had just defeated the Sloth Demon. They'd made their way to Bubblegun for some celebration, relaxation, and of course healing. As well as some bubble guns, which Seraphina bought. She gave one to Kurik. Then they went back to town. Zarin got briefly reprimanded by his guild leader, Victor Ironclaw. Before Victor became pretty understanding, as Zarin was trapped in a magical time-altering pearl. Zarin was told that the group would be on probation with guild status until completing a work for them and to come back in the morning to find out what it was. They were trying to set up a few missions. They're a little bit easier, but would go in the same place for Zarin. After that, I think the group went to sleep. Then the next morning, they went to Isolde at Astral Secrets. They held a seance to find the location and names of who's behind what's happening and the location of where the next large event in the breach between this entity and themselves is coming from, which happened to be in the mountains to the north. Continent map activate. Up in this area, in a little area called the Crumble Ridge Pass. And learned that something at the top of the mountains was happening due to a crazed man who called himself Vladimir von Nettesheim, and a shadowy flying snake with a bird-headed creature he was speaking to that he called Izanami. And that they were doing this at the behest of, while no name was said, Zarin's book opened up to the page of a Magali Dothora, indicating that this was knowledge that was already on you. And we ended the session not too long after that.
After some soul searching and
yeah, after some pain and soul searching from the focus of the seance.
well, I think we have much ahead of us, yes?
Yep.
The place to the north. Do you have any idea how far it is from here? Like in days travel? Anyone? Has anyone traveled that far?
Yes.
Have
Don't
I?
think so. As I say.
Yeah, have I? I don't think I have.
Well, we can ask at the quiver, or I mean I need to go there anyways and check in with Victor. But I know some others had some other business in the city that they wanted to achieve today. Anyone? Business?
Not me.
Yeah, I need to go connect with my cult friends.
There we go.
Oh yeah, you're in a cult. That's cool, Calliope says.
She's Ophelia's just like, no.
Can I come with you?
No.
Why not?
We
Yes, with us.
have fundamental disagreements, John.
I was in a one-person cult.
This is true.
Zarin, stop. This is totally different.
I think Calliope would probably fit in very well with the aesthetics.
We would not eat. Our Lord for sleep. What a waste, Zarin.
I was speaking more in an aesthetic manner. She is look at her. Does she not look like death?
She looks tired.
What? That's rude, Zarin.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bless you, Serafina. The flower there has some fairly potent pollen. Your mic's not always picking up. I know. I don't know. Try turning up the gain just a little bit. We'll get another mic.
You get another mic. I just need to.
Or-
It was locked in.
Yeah,
Before,
you're
it's
good
just-
now.
It was just the fact that we had to mess around with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying, there's a lot of pollen in the air and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think Calliope might fit in with your friends, Ophelia. No?
No. Mm-mm. Respectfully. Or disrespectfully. Take it how you want to, Calliope, but
I mean, she does come from money.
I really didn't expect this.
it's a very bi Rocco attitude. Again, Calliope, it's not you as a person. It's just we have different religious ideas, and I'm trying to be respectful of you, but I think it's best if you don't come with me to hang out with
Fine,
my friends.
fine.
These friends,
What?
good. Maybe. We'll see how it goes, right?
What-
Right.
Fine.
Maybe.
What
You-
what self-respecting organization is not looking for new members? I don't.
Yeah, I
think
thought
that's
people
next
were
day.
always down for like cult stuff, and you always wanted cult. Like you needed new followers.
I'm gonna go up to both, hold on, Sarah and Serafina and just grab their lips with my tiny little hands. I'm gonna go sleep with one eye open if you keep talking.
Understood.
She's gonna let go and she's gonna back off. Y'all are welcome to. I just don't think this is a good idea. Respectfully.
This is why I keep my mouth shut.
Can I have the pearl then?
That's not up to me. I'm not group leader.
I think it is best if it stays with someone who is a little more versed in this kind of arcane arts. Maybe with the soul, she seems to be very attuned to these sorts of unknowable entities like this.
I'm just saying, Zarin, I'm pretty sure I can buy it from her. And she takes off another necklace.
We
You don't have any gold.
No, I didn't need any.
I know, Jalaipi. Listen, this is
And-
we went to achieve this.
Aren't there
this
stores where they
purpose.
give you gold for things?
Listen, we will take stock of what we'll get you some gold, okay? But the pearl, I think, is best to stay here. We did need to retrieve it, and we might need its services again later. So
Okay. Well,
I am
if
sorry.
you,
for
I'll
that.
just let you have it if you need it again.
But we don't know. We might find your family. You might go off on like a cruise or something that they have big beds on. I don't know, but I think for just for our peace of mind, I would like for it to stay here.
You lost her at cruise, but had her at big beds.
Well, like I'm thinking like one of these cruises where like you just sleep on the ocean. Like that is a different experience.
Like in the sun?
No, like under the cover, and then you have like
Okay.
ocean breeze that like blows through and like keeps
Okay.
your bed like that perfect temperature, not too hot, not too cold, just a light breeze.
It does sound nice.
It does sound like the perfect day. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. we've got it decided. I won't go to the cult. Zaren's gonna help me find the sleep boat.
Yes, we'll find you.
I don't think we
Seafold.
decided on that.
We will find we will find maybe some sort of shop that has coin to purchase. What do you exactly intend to sell, Jalopy?
I guess I just the jewelry that I don't like.
How
Not
how
all of it.
much-
I like some of it.
What kind of jewelry do you have?
As you like, she kind of like opens. You see she's wearing many layers, and she kind of like unruffles some, and you see like she has at least like 6 necklaces on,
Mm-hmm.
and they all seem to be of some sort of precious metal. And she kind of like pulls out, and they each have like a little pendant or charm at the bottom of them.
Gotcha. Why you said you don't like them? Why do you wear them then?
I like the weight, and I never found other ones I liked.
Okay, well, perhaps is there
And
like
you
a
know, you
table
can just tuck
off to
them
the side
inside
somewhere?
the dress, and then no one sees them.
Yeah, is there like a table in here, something? Not
Yeah.
really.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take her over to the table. I don't know. I'll be like, well, if you don't mind, let me take a look, and I can see, what they look like, and if it is something that you might be able to retrieve some coin for. So yeah, I'll have her like lay out her jewelry on the table, and I'll start taking a look at it and seeing like, is it just like precious jewelry, or is there something more to it?
Okay, sure. Yeah, start, I guess, investigating. You don't have like a jeweler's kit or anything.
Natural 20.
Nice. Yeah, so as you're looking through it all, you do notice that like it is all just like it is in general just like very high quality, well-made jewelry. You know, it does not seem to match with Jaliope's aesthetic in general. But as you're looking through everything, you find one thing that sort of just looks like some sort of pendant at first. But as you're like looking it over and looking around it, you notice that like it has actually a like trick button on it to make it pop open.
Okay.
And when it opens up, there is a key inside.
Like a little tiny key.
No. It would
Like a
be,
full.
let's see, the pendant is probably, so yeah, like a
I guess.
1.5 inch key.
Okay, so like a modern key, not like a fantasy.
Yeah, like a
like,
modern
big
key, not a
fuck-off key.
medieval key. Yeah.
Okay. Is this to something important, Jalopy?
Probably.
Very well. Well, I think I would not sell the key, but the rest of these seem like they might fetch a decent enough sum to keep you comfortable for a time. We can see if there is some sort of perhaps like some sort of like fine jewelry vendor, perhaps in one of the other quarters of the city that might be interested. But the key I would hold on to.
Okay, sure. And she sort of like looks at the key and looks at the thing it came from, just like tries to like figure out a connection, but like clearly she's still having trouble with her memory.
Mm-hmm. So Ophelia is going to go to meet her friends with Jalopy and
No,
Serafina.
stop it.
What-
Leave one eye open, Zarin. I'm coming after your shoes
I
and I'm
would
shitting in them.
Then, Ophelia, perhaps you should stop stirring shit.
Ooh.
Zarin, I'm not the one. When I say you can ask me anything, it comes with no strings attached, Zarin. I'm upfront.
I am just saying, I would make sure that. Yeah.
While you're out at the market
yeah.
today, buy an extra pair of shoes, Zarin, and hide them from me.
That's definitely a threat.
That is a
What is-
strange threat, but okay.
Are you gonna pee in his shoes?
Maybe.
That's pretty
so-
funny.
Serafina, what did you have planned for the day?
Well, I might need to go and see my aunt and uncle again, maybe. But like, not pressing.
Okay, that is well. And I need to go to see Victor and the
Mhm.
Quiver. Kodak, did you have what would you have planned for today?
I can kind of go with anyone if they want company, or I could go shopping and get potentially some better equipment.
Yes, that would be beneficial, I think. It seems that, and I think we do need to move at some speed, but I don't think it is of dire importance to move north. But I will perhaps ask the guild if they have like any sort of contract that we can fill while we move that way. Um,
With you, Zarin.
I mean, if you want, or you can go on your.
Not really that pressing, so like.
Are you offering this to avoid things that are uncomfortable?
I just
Why would you ask that?
Because that is what it seems like you are doing.
You're putting words into my mouth.
No, I'm making observations and putting those words in my mouth.
I can go with
You can come with me if he's being mean, Seraphina. I think he's being real mean.
Mm.
If he doesn't want me to go with him, then I'll go with you, Ophelia.
That is okay. I don't mind. I just want I want you to do the things that you want to do. That is all.
Well, I don't exactly want to go see them, so
You know
this
what
is
I
me
mean.
doing what I want to do.
Okay, that is fine. All right. Then let's do this. We can break up into like 2 teams, I think.
Mhm.
So that puts Serafina and me going to, and Kodak going to the Quiver, and Ophelia and Calliope going to her friends. I think that is there's 5 people, so it is hard to make like even teams, but
I will go by myself. Period. If she follows, she won't.
this is fun. I like today. Today is a good day.
Oh, wait until tonight. Tomorrow morning will be a great morning.
So yeah, so I guess let us make our way.
Yeah.
Sure.
Making my way uptown.
Rufio, as
Yeah.
we leave, I'm gonna hang back because I need to pick up some supplies for some stuff,
Okay, sure.
wizard stuff,
Yeah, wizard stuff.
and I will I
They
will
wouldn't
catch up.
get
I
it.
will,
Wizard stuff.
yeah, I need to buy some like supplies for my books and things. So I will meet you at the Quiver. Serafina
Okay.
and Kurek.
That works for me.
Do I have all the things that I need for my spells? Hold on. I think I do. I think we took care of that last time we were in town. Why do I have that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, so who's going to the cult?
Just
Oh,
Ophelia.
just
Okay.
Ophelia.
Just Ophelia.
Okay.
She's gonna make sure everybody walks off first. Everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay, then we're gonna do the other scene first because there's more people there.
Sounds
No,
great.
Do hers first.
Okay, fine. You say so. So, Ophelia,
Mhm.
as you make your way over toward I guess district would be the word that it's in, you're flying through the streets. You as you know, it's in a nicer area over here. It's actually not that far away from Seraphina's aunt and uncle. You head inside and it looks to just be like this ordinary gentleman's club sort of like type thing. Like there's people drinking. It just looks like rich guys just smoozing and talking and stuff. But as you as they see you, a couple of people are like, "Oh, Ophelia, hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while." And
Hey
you're just, like,
guys.
and as you're sort of like floating past, like everyone's just sort of like, "Oh, Ophelia," and just like waving at you. And as you make your way through, you get to the back where you, of course, know where the secret lever is to pull. And as you reach for it and pull it with your tiny little fairy arms, the bookcase on the back wall moves, and this giant vulture skull and mouth opens for you to fly into. And it leads you down into this little secret area.
Secret area.
Secret area. Secret area.
An avatar.
In the White Bee Quarter. I don't know if that's where you were going with that, but
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the reference, but I don't know the reference.
sad. All right.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah, I've just never seen Avatar.
big sad.
I've seen the
Is the-
first Avatar, but it's a long time ago. But yeah, as you walk downstairs, you do notice that, seems sort of familiar. You hear people just chatting mostly all over the place. As you float further in, you do see that there are two people currently being held in the cells up at the top. And mostly just looks like people are having discussions at the moment. If there's anything you would like to ask or I guess information you want to seek out, I can
Yeah, I
tell
wanna
you that. You probably want to talk to this guy over here.
yeah, that's what I can't do anything because the game is paused.
Of course it is.
Anyways, I'm gonna go all the way up in there once I've. And yeah, information I want to get is kind of what Zarin/Rick was mentioning. How far away is the up north point that we need to get to? Anything about Vo or Vadomir?
Vladimir, yeah.
Vadomir. Any information about that? Also, just cult stuff. How's things going? Are we doing like a block party at some point? Would love to know.
Pretty.
Yeah, so as he's saying, "Oh, Ophelia, yes, let's see, I'm sure we can get that information for you. What did you say the name was again?"
Vadomir.
Vladimir. Did he have any last name or
Did he have a last name? Did I write it down? No, because I spelled Vadomir 3 different ways, and I think I gave up on the last name.
Felt that.
It just.
yeah. Ophelia can roll
Thank you.
an intelligence check to see if she remembers.
I'd love to hear that, quite honestly, because that's
Yeah.
about
Uh-huh.
the tracks, I feel.
No, as much fun as it is to have players just not remember things, I know that your character probably remembers things better than you do.
Mhm.
Like,
It's the truth.
your character
said-
lives in that world.
Yeah. You said intelligence?
Yeah. Vladimir. Vladimir. Maybe like Vladimir John Nettlespine or something like that.
Yeah, I repeat that very, like, maybe John some little.
Yeah.
Maybe? Maybe?
Okay, well we'll start with Vladimir and see if that leads to anything. Do you have any other names or symbols or anything? Is there?
I'm gonna roll another intelligence check because boy howdy, I'm just.
Yeah, you know that you heard some. Your friends would probably have that information, but you didn't want any of them to come with you.
Not.
Yeah.
I
I love
offered
when-
some of them.
Gotta love when D&D imitates real life.
You know what? Honestly, I do love it because boy howdy, this is what I get. You know what I mean for my short
Ah.
memory retention.
That doesn't. It's not the easiest request, Ophelia, but we'll try to work on it.
Thanks. You got 2 people up in the cells too. What's going on with that?
Oh, look, that's complicated. You know, people are working on things. One of the guys is ours that's in there. One of the guys is not ours.
What did he do?
He got really frustrated that his sort of like mental games and ploys weren't working on the person he was trying to mess with, and he actually attacked the guy. He's not.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah, it's not what we do. We're trying
No.
to really get that through to him.
Is he just not getting it, or?
I think he's got anger problems. He's
Mm,
passionate, but like, he's always, like pulling up his fist, like he's like, no, stop. Like, if this is your reaction, you're in the wrong cult. It's
Yeah, like some people
Yeah.
think that this is like therapy like that, but it's not. Like I think they
No.
totally misread the mission, you know?
Yeah, no, his vibe just isn't working. We might have to get rid of him, but unfortunately, that well, you know what? Actually, it might be a good thing. We'll have somebody work on him once he gets released.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that may be good.
There's just a room full of beds.
I mean, that would be my favorite spot. But that's okay. I am not Rachel in this moment. The area we're going to up north. How far have they heard anything about it? Is there any connection? How far away might it be?
He's give me a second. Let me go confer with the others.
Okay.
He sort of goes down here.
I feel like I'm back in the car dealership.
I sort of hate that the only thing your mic picks up is my laugh because of how loud I laughed. And I hear the echo of it every goddamn time.
So there is one thing we wouldn't mind if you were able to get while you're up there, but it is kind of difficult.
Okay.
So there's this creature called a squonk,
Okay.
and it's known for being really ugly.
Oh,
And
yeah.
whenever people see it, it just cries and cries and cries until it turns into a puddle of water and
Big.
goes into the ground until it just reforms somewhere else.
Damn.
But if you can get its tears, you can make a really powerful potion that makes people depressed, and we would kind of like that.
Yes. Can I have a couple if I get like a good enough amount?
Oh, of course. Like, ideally, if you could bring back the squonk, we don't know how you would do it, but we would love to have that little guy.
I have a bag. Getting him back
if-
out of the bag may be difficult, but I have a bag.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely figure it out. Yeah, if you got a way.
And I got a dude to maybe ask some questions about it.
Okay.
I feel like Zarin would know. I whisper that to myself. I'm like, Zarin would know how to catch a squonk, at least.
And as for this Vladimir name, actually, let me roll to see.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we were unable to find something with the names you gave.
I wasn't very clear about it. If I were to come and bring some of my friends, maybe they could give you a better name? Maybe?
Probably. Do you think any of them would want to join?
Maybe my dragon friend, but the other two, I don't know.
Okay.
Like getting wrapped into a cult.
Because I mean, like, adventurers, are great to have on your cult.
I know,
Yeah.
but one of them she's definitely not. She ain't like that. And then Zarin, I don't know what he's like, but it ain't like that.
We understand. Understandable. But yeah, if you can come back with those names, that we can try to help you more.
And then she's just gonna, and then fly off. She's outie 5000.
Did you ever tell him about the demigod that you met?
No.
That
At
you
the
got the
logging
gloves
camp?
for?
I remember this person. I'm just thinking about.
Evie.
Yes.
Her
No.
name? She made everything
Yeah.
chicken.
No, that person I definitely remember. I just don't know if Ophelia would like bring it up.
I thought it was part of your cult. That's why I'm asking.
No, it was a different person
Okay.
that she got the flesh from, but she was basically like, "You could do this too." Yes. She was like desire, indulgence, something like that.
Yeah, she's the aspect of desire. Yes, that is her official name, Zilia, aspect of desire.
There are some things I remember. It's just very far back there. But yeah, I don't think she'd be too preoccupied with that, so she's still just gonna bolt.
For sure. And we will go back to the quiver, but I believe that the registered guild member should speak first in that, so we'll wait for Ricky to sit back down, and I'm gonna smoke drugs.
Waiting on you, babe. I mean, our DM's currently doing illicit things, but
Yeah, here's the one. No, that's not fun. It's a nice one.
I've never seen you take notes.
Yeah.
He's trying to find his notebook.
About
But
this
I have-
person?
but not about this person, just his, I guess, notes in general. And I've never seen him take notes.
He probably goes back through and just like listens and rewrites.
I need to do that. I meant to do that with last session because there was so much happening at once at one point, and I forgot to. So I'll have to do
It's been
that.
a while since I did it, but I want to get them like all transcribed, either by me listening or like putting them in through like a listening app and it generates it and then I fix it. But
Have notes.
yeah.
Yeah, like I have notes. It's happened in the last couple seconds. Well, there's like great combat and combat. Yeah, the last note we're about to get that.
Thanks for that.
All right. Sorry, I had to find my notes.
Zarin.
Oh, I wasn't gonna be in here yet. As
Oh, that's
as
fine. Yeah,
we-
let's move you back further out. This
Yeah.
is just where your tokens were from last time.
Yeah, no, I meant just in the guild hall yet.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where do you want to be?
Just like outside before we go in.
Sure.
All right. So we have some questions that we need to ask him about the visions that we saw. We have to figure out where we're going and see about contracts and all that. I think Kordek, you'll fit in well here. I think it is mostly adventurers and hired hands and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And then I sort of turn to Seraphina. And I know that you said that you were okay with just coming here, Serafina, and that is fine. But if you do decide to visit again and don't have the chance to, let us know. And Zarin pulls out from his bag a vial. It's got this like dense purple liquid that's sort of like slowly swirling, and it has this like pink cloud sort of floating over it. And I'll hand it to Serafina. This potion can assist in figuring out the things that people don't want to say. And I'm gonna give Serafina the potion of mind reading that I just bought.
Ooh.
I thought that it might be helpful in figuring out things that your family doesn't exactly want to tell you, or to know if they are lying
truthful?
or being truthful. Yes. So you don't have to use it now. I'm not trying to pressure you, but I wanted you to have some sort of leg up if you needed.
Thank you, Theron.
Of course. So with that, we can make our way into the quiver.
Sounds good.
So yeah, kind of go in and see if there's any. I don't know if I know any of these. These tokens are pretty reveal. You make them?
Oh, thank you. No, I just got a free pack today, actually,
Oh,
on
cool.
drive-through.
Cool. Yeah, send it my way.
Sure.
Like not now, but later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if there's nobody that
These are in here as like token or tiles rather, because
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
just
say they're
easier and
they're
faster for me
behind
to do it.
they're behind the grid.
Yeah. Oh, right. I was going to turn the grid. I only turned the grid on so I could size the tokens correctly.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, we'll make our way and sort of get to Victor's door and well, are we ready?
Why can't I move?
I
Are you
not know.
stuck?
Why? Yeah, that's weird. You're
Did you
like
move before?
but like this movement line isn't now. Wait, now, can you move now?
What?
Here, I'm just gonna
No.
delete this Serafina and bring up the new Serafina. Still can't move. That's so weird.
Thank God tech support lives with me.
That's so weird.
Fun.
I've never seen that happen before.
Weird. I don't know what you is.
What the fuck?
Alright, fixed. And yeah, and so we'll go and tap on the door.
Yeah. You tap and come in.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Zarin. I take it you saw your psychic friend. This means.
Yes, we had an eventful morning, at least you can say. But wanted to come and touch base and sort of see where we stand, as well as look at show these two around the quiver because we did not get much of a chance to sort of introductions yesterday.
Yes. Well, actually, there's before we get started, there's unfortunately been a bit of an incident. Man came in this morning with a pretty crazy story, but based on the severity of it, we think we're probably gonna have to send you and your group up there.
What did they say?
He said that he was a scientist. Not scientist, he would use that word. A researcher.
The man.
Yes, the man. Said that he was a researcher. Was up in the mountains studying some cave that just opened because there was some magic emanations coming from it. And said one of his friends on the trip started acting weird. A few days later, he went kind of crazy and started attacking people, and he said he barely escaped with his life.
Yes, that sounds very similar to the things that happened in the forest.
You mean with your friend?
Yes, among others. The logging folk, some of their members were not only mentally transformed but also physically into some sort of like demonic satyr.
He didn't mention anything like that. He was supposed to be coming back here, though, so he might show up. He was getting himself cleaned up and some food.
But that is a nice dovetail into... Are you okay, Serafina?
Serafina is fine. Sherilyn has no idea what the fuck she just wrote down.
And like you can't read your handwriting, or it just...
And like, I don't know what this... I know what this word was supposed to be. I don't know what the fuck I wrote.
No.
I put way too many letters in the word researcher. Way too many. And so I'm just questioning, like, I know I'm dyslexic, but I'm just questioning how dumb am I at this
You're
moment.
not
But
dumb.
Have you ever done the thing where like you start one word and finish it with a different word? Like
Yeah.
your brain just like puts them
Yeah.
together.
I did that with New Cave.
Yeah.
Because I was writing so fast that New Cave became New Cov.
Nukem. Yeah.
Nukem. But yes, continue. I'm so sorry.
But
Oh, no
that
problem.
dovetails into the what we learned with Isolde. There appears to the north there is a man who has appeared or in one way or the other arrived there that seems to be something of like a herald or some such of a larger entity. I will write down all of the names that you could have the researchers look into. But do you know of a von Nesselheim family?
What was it again?
Nettesheim?
Nettesheim.
Nettesheim. I was reading what Cher wrote me, and I was like, that's a lot of T's and S's. Nettesheim family.
No, that doesn't sound familiar to me. Is it like a
he's-
dwarf?
No. I think he was human.
Huh.
He looked like some sort of like not as much like a brutish type, more like an intellectual. Like a slim build, but you could see like in his eyes this like madness of power. He had with him some sort of like patchwork creature It was made of like stitched together parts from multiple different things. I don't know if this was like necromancy or
Sure.
some other kind of magic, but it definitely looked like it was much like in our lobby, like a chimera of different creatures.
It's
Is there any Serafina correct? Is there any what else that you remember?
No, I think he was blonde.
Did he have like piercing blue eyes, or is that something I'm not remembering? Not that I think eye color is that relevant now.
I don't recall.
I don't recall, but it sounds right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I had to have put that art somewhere if I showed it to you. Where did I put it?
I don't think you showed us art, but I
Did I
do
not?
remember. No.
Huh, weird.
I'm going off of like a 8.
I
9-year-old
remember-
memory.
Yeah, say I remember looking at it. Or was that just a picture in my head?
It might have been. But you definitely did say blonde scientist with glasses.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would not have written it down.
Yeah, now my mind's going crazy. Now I have to find it.
No, the only eyes that I have written down are Zaren's eyes during the seance.
But yes, so as I was saying, I think it is very, very likely that what this man saw and what we saw in their vision are one and the same, and that it is related to the situation that we noticed in the forest.
Agree.
It's okay. He gets distracted sometimes, Serafina.
Mhm.
In these moments, we must reflect upon ourselves and what we have done and where we hope to go.
Gideon. I really hope Gideon's okay. Sorry. Yeah. No. This is This seems pretty pressing. The man came in. He didn't mention any sort of monster conglomeration, but perhaps he
No,
was
it
just there
wasn't
earlier in
necessarily-
the process.
It wasn't necessary. They didn't look like a monster, save for the fact that they were just like pieced together, like something from like a mad researcher.
I mean, many would call that the monster still, though.
Yeah, some people would.
But just because they look wrong doesn't mean that they're a monster.
My apologies. When I am using, in this case, the word monster, I am more referring to the etymology of a monster's creature, as in a creature that is perverted by magic, not as much like a monster that you must kill. This is how we taxonomically describe things like owlbears. They are creatures that are like created by or influenced by magics of some kind, as in they were not made naturally. That is monstrosity. That became a little like Italian or French or something.
It did.
That beauty, monstrosity.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Me going through the Epcot World Showcase.
But that aside, that is more what I'm referring to in this particular instance. But are you okay, Victor?
Yeah,
You
I
want me
just
to ramble a little more. I can.
no. I think that would be fine. I don't need to look for that picture right now.
So, but yes, I think I know at least I would be interested in investigating and seeing what is happening in the mountains to the north. I cannot speak for the rest of my group out of hand, but we can see.
Oh. And you hear, as you're sort of asking, Victor seems to be sort of like thinking over a decision. You hear a knocking at the door, and in enters another man. He goes, "Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you had anyone in here, but I was feeling a little bit more on my feet and thought I would come back to give you more information."
Ah, fortuitous timing. We were just talking about you.
Or your story, rather, not necessarily
Me?
you.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Victor was telling us that you ran into some weirdness up north.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, my name's Clave, by the way. I was with a team of researchers. Othar was there. Morin was there, and then Mixtavius Penfluitius, of course. He was head alchemist. He's the one that went crazy.
Repeat that name.
Mixtavius Penfluitius.
It's certainly a name.
Definition: make their minds go loco.
DM, can you send that in chat? Because my dyslexic ass could never.
I'm not getting
Thank
any
you.
of that. Thank you.
Yes, wishes. Okay.
Fergalicious definition.
But yeah, we were studying this cave that opened up recently because some people were feeling some weird feelings. There was some testing being done about some magic possibly in it, and we were there for about 2 weeks when Mixtavius started acting weird.
And you said he was an arcanist?
Alchemist?
Alchemist.
Alchemist.
What do you
I'll
mean
get
by
there.
weird?
Well, he, like, you know, we were up there. We had to catch animals every once in a while just to eat, but he got caught like catching extra animals, and like, I don't know if he was practicing or what, but he was just sort of like cutting them up real finely.
Yeah.
Lately.
Was he eating them?
He
That's
said it
what
was for science. We didn't want to ask him more about it because it kind of creeped us out.
I mean, don't fault you for that.
Yeah.
Did you know him prior to going up to the mountain?
Oh,
Have you worked with him
Mixtavius,
before?
yeah, I've worked with him before. He's a good guy. He
So this was very out of character.
he's- oh yeah. He's from like a pretty nice family. His family actually like funds a lot of our research trips. So it's like double bad if he's, if his head's gone. It's, we're gonna lose funding. He killed 2 people.
He
You
know,
killed
not-
Othar and Morris.
Yes, I mean, I didn't. Okay, I mean, I saw him kill Othar. I did not see him kill Moral, but I assumed so.
Were you all you said that there was a cave that was exhibiting magical phenomena, yes?
Yeah. That's why
Were
that was
you-
our primary reason for being there.
Were you actually in the cave, or were you like stationed some area distance away?
Our camp was a little bit away, but we would have to go into the cave.
And what did your research show you?
Well, we hadn't really been there that long, to be honest. Othar and I had found some. We were really just looking for like effects or I guess like, unique things in that area. We were taking some rock samples and ground samples to see if they were holding anything. But we hadn't gotten that deep in yet. Mixtavius went in a little deeper, but he didn't say he found anything.
Did Mixtavius was it like a gradual descent into the crazy and weird, or was it like a coin flip and it just happened kind of suddenly?
Let's see. It seemed. I'm gonna go with pretty fast, honestly. I think pretty quick. I don't know about coin flip.
You're muted.
Your mic cut out.
Weird.
Cut out
Yeah,
after I don't know about coin flip.
Yeah, I don't know about coin flip, but it wasn't. It was more like steps, you know, like he started acting a little odd, and then like all of a sudden he's cutting up animals, like. But like I guess the little bit odd happened maybe like 3 days before the cutting up animals.
I looked at Zarin at this point. That doesn't sound completely dissimilar to what we've dealt with, but it's still quite different.
Yes, there. Maybe it is just on my mind because we were talking to Ophelia. It is. It almost is like reminiscent of when we went back to the camp with with all the chicken, the lady with the chicken. This like influencing of attitudes and minds almost.
But it was only their Mix-a-Lot, not the rest of the group.
I mean, there is always a natural fortitude that any person gets, but also if he went deeper into the cave, maybe he got deeper and was influenced deeper in the cave. I don't know. I just, it is... I don't want to try and pigeonhole something into the one thing that we are looking into already.
We called him Sir Mix-a-Lot too. I wasn't saying it. I thought it would be disrespectful.
It probably is a little disrespectful, but I couldn't help myself. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
That is all.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily trying to pigeonhole it either. It's just because you had said earlier that it sounded similar to what we dealt with in the forest, but I can see similarities, but I don't think it's the same thing.
Well, yeah, exactly. That is my point. Is the dissecting of animals. That is what sticks out in my mind, because why do you do that? It is not out of malice. It is not out of people.
It's
do
not
that.
like he's trying to cause. It's not like you're trying to cause harm to it. You're not torturing it. You're just
yes,
cutting it up.
Yes, and that is and that along with the vision of the person that we saw with cut up animals that were stitched together. That is the connection I'm making there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We are on the same page then.
Mhm.
Yes. But nevertheless, I think it is definitely something that we should look into.
I agree.
Is there anything else, Clave, that you can think of?
Let me see. Trying to think anything weird happened.
Oh, and you said you were like part of a research team.
Yeah.
Who, if you don't mind me asking, who would fund such a research?
Oh, that's not his one. Mixtavius's parents would fund the research for a lot of our research.
Are we allowed to know who his parents are?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Presumably the Penflicilius family.
Yeah.
Just
Mr.
wanted to
and
make
Mrs.
sure.
Penfluicius, I always call them. They intimidate me.
Do they come for money? I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah, yeah.
they're funding
Well,
everything. Yeah.
But like they're
Oh.
whatchamacallit. They work at like a university. They're fancy.
Mm,
Yeah. I'm a researcher, but I mostly work with rocks.
University in the city.
Um,
I feel like I should know that because I grew up here, but
Yeah, there's a university
I'm
in
sure
the
there
city.
is. It's big
Okay.
enough.
It's big enough.
All right. Is there any other question? Or, yes, Kodak?
Yeah. If you have any
You could-
questions,
Oh, I think Kodak was talking.
that
to
might
your
help
friend.
jog
No.
my
His
memory or
invisible
something.
friend, or their invisible
Sorry.
friend. Yes, I think that's all.
There was. Let me actually. Yeah. Okay. Now, there was one thing. The scalpel he was cutting up the monsters with. It definitely wasn't the one he came up there with.
did it look old, new, rusty, jagged?
It looked brand new, but it was just like really simple and silver, and his was all fancy with like inlays and stuff.
was there any like sense of like dark, any magic coming from it, or just was it just a?
I would have to get my testing supplies to know that. I'm not gifted in that sense.
Fair. Neither am I, to be fair.
That is fine. Very well. Thank you so much, Clave. You were a
Thank you.
enormous help.
Good. Thank you. I try to be. If you can, I mean, if you can somehow save Mixtavius, that would be wonderful.
Um.
All right. Bye.
Yep.
I would like to play, but
We'd like to, but there's no guarantee.
Okay. He's just worried about his funding.
Yeah. That's
yeah, yeah. I don't fault him for that.
Um, well, what do you make of this, Victor?
I mean, it's definitely seems like something's going on up there. I don't know if that scalpel he mentioned is involved or what, but was that something you saw in the vision?
No, but I think it would fit with the aesthetic at the very least.
Okay. Well, sure. There's the guild can help you get some supplies for trekking in the mountains. We'll this seems like it's worth looking into.
Is this a quiver-backed contract?
It will be, yes. We'll be we're gonna try and get some sort of compensation for you. I don't think Clave is probably good for much, but we'll talk to the Penfluitius family.
I was going to say, at the very least, if there is a hope of saving this Mixtavius, it would most likely be worth a tidy sum from their family. And if
That would
not,
make sense.
then a
Mhm.
retrieval of remains would, at bare minimum, be beneficial, I think.
Mhm.
But with that being said, I know I am a member of the Quiver. If anyone else would like to, I think there is some paperwork, but it might be possible to requisition some more supplies if we had more contracted members.
That is true.
Asking to Victor.
That is true. We technically cannot. We can only, of course, hand out supplies to official members of the group.
What would being a member entail exactly?
There's of course there's a small fee for joining, but of course you will be handsomely rewarded throughout the missions that you go on. Really, it's just a commitment to doing good for this city, for these people, trying to keep people safe. It's and about really a love of that adventure itself. We try and really capture the spirit of Vandira here.
I mean, how much would it be to sign up with you guys?
For the initial membership, it is a little steep. Honestly, though, it's steep for people who haven't been adventuring yet. And I know you guys have done a little. It is 20 gold for that paperwork.
You know what? I'll sign up. I'll join.
That'll be great. That is, of course, a yearly fee, but as you know, it'll become very light after a bit.
Yep, that's fine.
There is a slight cut that we do take, of course, from the reward given by the contracts.
How much?
But as we take we find that we can maintain this place and requisition whatever we need with just about a 10% take.
Well, I am 4 gold short.
That's
I thought I
actually
had
a
more.
really great rate. Side.
That's it. I am short the gold. Never mind.
It
I will cover Keurig and myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'll owe you then.
I mean,
Don't worry too much about owing.
Without you, it is unlikely that we would be standing here outside of the pearl again. So, it is how do you say, a small sum to pay.
I don't like worrying about favors.
Not used
When
to
you're going
that.
too far in life, then I don't
Thank
want
you.
anyone to feel like they owe me.
Thank you.
Yep. That'd be 40.
Yep.
I took the gold out. I don't know if I need to send it to you
No,
or.
that's fine. No.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll get some paperwork over here. Zarin knows how to fill it out.
Yes. And also, if there is
Definitely
any
get you
any other information that any of the scribes can muster, you know as well as I do that foreknowledge is forewarned or something. I don't know how the saying goes. It is different in where
anything
I'm
you
from.
want to specifically look into?
Just obviously the names that we have given you, as well as any other reports of behavior altering phenomena that have been observed. I don't know exactly how to put it.
That one might be a little bit vague, but based on your story, I'll try to.
I mean, it might be like stories that people would put down to like a sickness, or like the mold on the bread made people go crazy in a certain town, like something like that,
Or if there's been any other like disappearances over in that area.
Yes, disappearances. If this person, he must have come from somewhere. So if there is any like even like old stories of like
Like legends or folklore.
like the butcher of Black Run River or something like that, like something like that.
Something that doesn't quite have a name.
Yeah, if this person is stitching together monsters, he might also have in the past stitched together people. So
All right. Yeah, we'll look into that. Get your forms into us by this afternoon. We'll get your gear for you in the morning. If that,
Could we get an extra
that works for
form
you.
just in case?
yes, it is not
sure.
It is not a big thing. And if she chooses, then okay. I did have. Does anyone else have anything else?
Mm-mm.
I did have one other matter to ask of you, Victor.
What would that be?
Do you remember? It was a few years ago. But we were in the dining room, and a small boy dragged into our guild a devil covered in chains. Do you remember this?
Ah, yes. No way I could forget that. What's making you bring that up?
Well, he had this peculiar, like cross shaped scar. And while we were in the forest, there was a he was there with a
Oh.
few other interesting individuals. They had like this mechanical device that they were wielding, and they were in like this
What do you mean?
strange garb. It was like a blade that could cut wood.
Like a
And
saw?
it was well, yes, if you could make it saw on its own, something like this.
Huh. Interesting. I think they're working on that. I think they have some prototypes of that over on Icaria.
But yes, they seem, the three of them, they were definitely there for a reason, and I'm not so certain that it was a good one. Like I feel like it was a nefarious excursion, less so than a beneficial one.
Trying to remember. Let's see. I know that we helped look after that kid for a little while. His name was Kana. And but after after a few months, he left to join with some other group that was interested in his skills. All I remember about him really is that they all wore these like black suits.
Yes, that is what I mean by interesting garb. They were not dressed for the forest as it were.
Yeah. Not dressed for any sort of adventuring, really.
No. Do we know anything about this group?
I've had some definitely some people talk about running into two members of this group. They seem really secretive, and most of the time they haven't been run into on missions. We only have one story of that, and in that case, we had a group hunting some aberration that popped up on the coast, and leader comes back, tells us it's not going to be a problem anymore, but he wasn't the one who dealt with it. Some group wearing suits came in and captured it, took it off.
Do we have a name for this group?
We've just been calling them the collection agency.
Very, very well. Like I said, I don't. It was just something that was unexplained that we saw, and I wanted to see if there was any more foreknowledge that you might have.
Well, you said there was a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. Maybe they're trying to catch it.
Possibly. It did not seem like they were particularly allied with the forces there, but it is never good when you don't know what might oppose you. So
That's true.
just
Well, we'll keep an extra eye out for these guys.
Keep an ear to the ground for them.
Will do.
But yes, I think that was everything.
Here, I'm gonna show the artwork for
Yeah,
the
show
people
that
Ricky
to-
saw.
To people. Yeah.
That's Kana. This is the man with the mechanical saw arm. And this was the other character he saw who appeared to be holding some sort of hammer made of blood. I think Jen knows the reference.
I do.
I was gonna say, I know this is a reference, but I don't know what it's referencing.
The
I saw the
second
webcam reaction. I was like, I think Jen knows it.
The second one, I was like, huh. And this one, I'm like, oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
It's okay. I know a lot of references in this campaign that you guys don't.
He doesn't. No, he does actually.
No, I bet.
I love that Rachel and I had the same reaction.
He knows what they
I
are.
know the
because the
references.
because the references are to my older campaigns.
Yeah. Yeah, like I know Vodemir. I know Vodemir.
Uh-huh.
Life imitates.
You adventured with him. He was a
imitates
nice man.
Yeah, he was a very super nice, swell fella.
Yeah, is there if there's anything else you need from us, just let us know.
I mean, besides the supplies, if it would be beneficial for the guild if we are able to capture or subdue this Mixtavius. So in your requisitioning, perhaps keep that in mind. Something that could help with that would be helpful.
Was that to me or to your group?
To you for
okay.
For when you are pricing out the
Sure.
the
Yes,
contract.
yes. You want some sort of trap for him.
I don't, like I said, I don't know what we would need, but it is
Manacles usually work.
just sometimes. But I'm
We'll
worried if
we'll
he
get
is under
something.
if he is under the
Yeah.
influence of some strange power, then it would be beneficial to break him of that. Is all I am thinking.
Sure, we can see if we can whip something up for you.
But
Got some smart people here.
other than that, I think we're good here. When do we need to check back? Like tomorrow or?
He said we had to bring the papers back by this afternoon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
papers. Yeah, papers back by this afternoon. Come back in the morning for your supplies.
All right, that works.
Sounds good.
All right. And yeah, and then like I'll afterwards I'll like go and just kind of show him around the common areas of the quiver, show him the chimera.
This is our
And
chimera.
then I'm gonna hang back real quick after everybody leaves.
To shoot Calliope.
Well, I don't give a fuck about Calliope, but Victor is who I'm want to talk to here. Although, side note, we do need to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do with her because we are not
What
taking
you're
her on
gonna
an
do
adventure with us.
her.
Ophelia says put
Anyway.
her on the side of the road.
What do you have
Anyway.
against Calliope?
It's a waste. It's a waste.
Excuse me. You killed the DM.
I find it so funny how upset Ophelia is about it.
Excuse me, Mr. Victor, sir.
Yes, Miss Serafina, what can I do for you?
I'm not sure if you have many dealings with merchants, but I was wondering if you've ever come across the name Avanus Normus. The traveling merchant. He used to have like a semi-permanent shop here many years ago, but it's since closed.
It doesn't ring anything off the top of my head. Are you looking for him or what's?
Yeah, I'm looking for him. He's a full elf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Give me a description,
average.
that would help. Yeah.
Average like elf height, high elf. A brunette has my eyes. I'm just trying to locate him.
Oh, just trying for my brain for some reason when you said I'm just trying to locate him in my head made that
Mhm.
you thought that you were thinking of more things.
No.
No, I put it together just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can try and look into that. What kind of stuff does he usually trade in? That would help narrow it down a little.
In never really thought of that. Jewelry and silks.
Jewelry and silks. Okay. Yeah, that should narrow it down a little bit for us. Actually, we'll I'll get some people to see if they can find that person for you.
He does have family here.
Okay. Then
They will probably not be beneficial to Af.
I see. You've interacted with them already.
Yes, I have. And
That's
they are
unfortunate.
aware that I am looking for him.
Okay, I see. Well,
Just if you hear anything, I don't want you to expend any extra resources.
okay.
But just if anything, if you hear anything, I would like to know, please.
Sure, I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Thank you, Victor.
No problem.
And I'll leave and catch up with the rest of the crew.
Good things Aaron
go
gave
back
me
and
that
talk to
ear to
Victor.
the ground.
Craig's just enjoying the.
He's enjoying being a little shit.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you get out of my office?
Oh yeah. No, I was gonna actually. I was gonna ask Victor about if there is any like guild, like basic guild housing for July that we might be able to requisition or pay for or something like that.
Technically, guild housing should be for guild members. You'd have
I
to get her
know.
registered.
Okay, well, then I'll.
You
figure
could
something else out.
submit for guild
I'll
housing.
figure something
and-
else
yeah,
out. Okay, that's
yeah.
fine. But no, Kodak, as I was saying, the wings, they look like wings, but really, well, they are wings. If it's a chimera, there is like an amalgamation of many different creatures here. I think this one is what founded our guild. Actually, it was our founding member hunted it, stuffed it, put it here to show that he actually had the stuff, and then we got more people to join and all of this. But this was long ago, before I was here.
Interesting.
How do you spell that?
Spell what?
The dude's name?
Which dude?
He didn't say a name.
You broke up on me, and I thought I heard his
Oh.
name is.
No,
So,
I
I
didn't.
was
I
like,
didn't have a
excuse
name.
me,
I
what?
did not have a name prepared for this.
Oh no, you're good. It like cracked out, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
did I
yeah,
miss something?
I thought that he said that he humped the monster and then stuffed
I
it.
thought it said his name is Humped It, and then I swear I heard Humped It, and I was like, what? What did you say?
Hunted.
It like really cracked out for a second, and I was like,
His name was
wait.
Humped
My apologies.
But anyways, as you can see, fully like 15 fairies can fit inside this creature's mouth, no problem.
That's very specific.
Yeah, why fairies, Aaron?
Oh, hello, Serafina.
I've been here the whole time.
I feel like you were not here when I started explaining this.
Prove it.
He can't until
The-
later.
Yes, give me like 4 days and I can show you the video review of it. But no, it is a common expression. How many fairies can this creature fit in its mouth? And then the more fairies, the more scary. That is how it works.
I've never heard that before.
I have heard how many wizards can this creature squish with its paw before.
That's
I've
another
heard
good
that
one.
one. The
Yes,
dwarf
that is a
standing
good
by
one,
the
but
chimera
you
said.
need to be careful because, like, if you really think about it, a lot of very large creatures could be considered wizards. You know, like the dragons, they can cast spells, they learn things. Some
Aren't they just like naturally magic? They don't like.
you died. No one was talking to you.
Sorry,
I-
Sarah.
I knew my audience when I made this joke up. Okay, but yes, most dragons you would more consider a sorcerer than a wizard. Their magical talents are more like naturally gifted due to their magical nature. But my point still stands. They are very powerful. But I mean, really, let us be real. How many people will call a wizard any sorcerer they see a wizard or any warlock or mage or any sort of, if they cast a spell, it is a wizard. If they do not have like a symbol of some deity on them, then oh no, that is wizard.
I feel like I've touched a nerve.
I wish
Well, no,
Ophelia was here.
here's the thing: if you study every day for like 10 years to learn how to cast the most simple of spells, and you put in the work, but then someone else goes and just makes a pact with some sort of creature, and now I can cast magic. What kind of where's the challenge there?
I mean, the creature they made a pact with now kind of owns them.
Yes, I understand. It is a point of like working for what you have. Like it is not easy to cast magics, and a lot of people think, oh no, they just read some words off of a book and oh look, there's fire. No, it is more work than that. But and I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people they are naturally gifted, and that is the nature of magic. But some of us work for it. That is all I'm saying. But what were you saying, Serafina?
Not saying anything.
Oh, okay. But yes, there is this. There is like a some sort of tavern. And the storeroom. I don't think we can go, and I don't think I can show you that. But then there's a small workshop if you need to like repair your armor or repair like your weapon or like do some sort of like thing like that if you need.
Cool.
So, but yes, I think are we ready to continue the day?
I think so.
And we'll head out.
What else would people like to do?
I think, Kodak, you mentioned you needed to find some better equipment, yes?
Yeah, that might help a little bit.
Well, I think, Serafina, do you want to go shopping with Kodak? And I will find, I will figure out some things with Jalaipi.
Sure.
So why don't, Serafina, why don't you take Kodak shopping? And, yes. I spent a lot of gold on things, okay? that is why I'm making this request.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, so and we need to find Ophelia. Let us find her first and then decide.
Yeah, we should probably find her first.
Sounds like a good idea.
Probably should have set a meeting place once we were all done.
Ophelia, I think, vaguely heard about the market, and so she's probably just chilling there. Like,
Okay.
hope they find me. Otherwise, I'll just fly to Zaren's home, I guess, and start ripping up curtains.
You think Zeren has curtains?
He does have a sad boy apartment, doesn't he? A little sad boy condo.
No, he's got a bunch of books. Like, he spent most of his
Uh-huh.
money on books, I feel like.
Cool beats. That's great to hear,
Bitch,
actually.
don't you say having a lot of books is sad boy. You're gonna make at least one person here very angry.
No, I'm saying you've given me ammunition to. If I'm not pooping in your shoes, I'm coming for your books, Aaron.
That's wrong.
No, you.
That's
Like, Sherilyn the bookworm is saying that's wrong, but also Sherilyn the D&D player who know how wizards are with their books, that's wrong. You don't fuck with the wizard's books.
See.
So yeah, I guess we'll go and try and find Ophelia.
Yeah. Find Ophelia after not too long, because that wouldn't be fun to look for Ophelia.
Your son looks so prim and proper.
He loves sitting. He just loves.
I love the
Sitting.
little white paws.
He just. You gotta adjust. Figure yourself out. Not there. Go somewhere. Mister.
Are his ear tufts white? That's precious.
Show him your face.
Baby.
He's like, mother, unhand me, please.
He looks so grumpy.
Why?
He's actually purring so hard right now. He's like, my mom squeezed me right now. I really like that. Show him how tough. Show him how tough you are. Get him. Show him.
I like to imagine Ophelia's just found a stray. She's like, guys!
I want to adopt him.
No.
Yes.
Okay, this might be my new Facebook profile picture. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I'm saving it so quickly. Except someone's gonna be like, "You're choking your cat." No, actually, he likes it.
He's so happy.
He's like deep purring. He's like, "Oh, my mom squeeze."
I mean, some people like being choked too.
Well, I don't know if that's his issue. He's just a weirdo. Like, he lays under the dog. Like,
We were doing something, and Vax was walking along the bed, walks over Salem, and then just reverse sits on his head.
His head!
and
Salem was
right.
just laying there. Salem was just laying down. Peaceful.
Enjoying his
asleep.
own life.
And Vax just comes and sits. Ass on his head.
Did you share the video in D&D?
I did not. So, Rick had a couple of dowel rods that were just like scrap, and he's got a bunch of yarn because he's crafty like that. And he took some just like duct tape and like taped some yarn to the thing, cheap cat toy, and he was playing with Vax with said cat toys and Salem a little bit, but Salem, he's a lazy boy. Clearly, as you can see him asleep in the corner of my picture. But I got up to refill my water one night after Rick had fallen asleep, and this is what I found.
Oh.
God.
Oh.
Oh, a boy.
The best part of it is him still being in the closet.
Mama, I wasn't doing nothing no how.
I wrapped it up and put it in, just wrapped it up and put it back in the little basket that it was in. And when Rick woke up in the morning, it had been pulled out again.
I wasn't
No.
doing nothing. I'm too cute to get in trouble. That face.
Unfortunately, he is, and he knows it. He peed on my work clothes yesterday. I had to call out.
No.
Yeah, I called them and I was like, I can be there, but I'm gonna be about 2 hours late. And they were like, you know what? Just take the day.
Yeah.
Just take the day to deal with that.
No.
And then they scheduled you 2 shifts the next week.
Yeah, and then I got the schedule today for next week, and I only got 2 shifts. So really looking forward to starting my new job, guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
D&D.
Yeah. Yeah, you find each other. What you want to do? What you want to do?
All that junk. Sorry.
We're just really jamming to Fergie.
That is like the second time I've done Fergie tonight.
I can't wait to add Fergie songs onto the playlist I've made for this campaign.
You're welcome. You can also add some Sir Mix-a-Lot in there.
Lockjaw, for sure. Let me see what I need. Character sheet.
Does anybody else need to go shopping for anything? Because I think I'm good.
I spent all my money already. I didn't. I had like 80 gold. Sorry, I have 180 gold.
Yeah, sure. Y'all don't have that much money.
I'm pretty broke. I probably can't afford much.
I mean-
What are you looking to get?
Just
Yeah,
a
like,
better
what are you rocking?
weapon. I just probably need a better weapon.
Are you doing armor or are you doing unarmored?
Unarmored.
What's your AC?
Probably needs 12.
No, you need armor.
You need armor.
Yeah. Need armor.
Let me look.
The guild could loan you some armor.
Okay.
I mean, armor's not that expensive. Unless you're getting
Plate
like,
is.
plate, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Why
gonna go.
wouldn't you? Because like if
Let's see, armor. So yeah, you could do like scale mail is 50 gold and it's 14 plus dex.
Okay. that
I
is-
don't even have that, so I'll have to
Well,
hold.
Don't worry about the gold. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, scale mail, or you can do ring mail for 14 flat. But what's your dex at?
Dex, please. 11 plus 0.
Gotcha. So yeah, I mean ring mail is gonna be the same, or you could do. Honestly, I would just do chain mail, because you have heavy
Yeah.
armor as a barbarian, right? Am I correct, right?
No, I'm light medium.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm cray then. Then yeah, just do at least scale mail. That'll give you
Yeah.
14. That's better than where you're at. And then that's 50 gold, and then you have a great axe for your weapon, I think.
Yep.
Oh, we have stuff. We have stuff to put on weapons.
Okay.
The
Yes,
poison
Has
sack.
to be a magic weapon.
Oh yeah.
Does
yeah,
it?
I don't know.
Uh huh.
Well, Seraphina has 2 magic weapons. And
Yeah.
Ophelia has a magic weapon.
Ophelia have a magic weapon?
She has a dagger.
Oh yeah.
She has
Right.
a dagger that she's
Right.
not given to someone who uses a dagger regularly.
Yeah, but we need to find like a smith or some sort of like craftsman to do. I think one of those. Because Kirk, you have
Aw.
one, right? that does something. I forget what it's called.
Necro
But
sack.
the necrosack.
Necrosack. And then Seraphina has the poison puff
I have this.
poison.
I have this sleep sack.
Yeah.
Sleep sack.
Was there anything else that we had that people could think of?
Is his weapon magic though?
Mine?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, regardless, we should look at like the one for Seraphina. Anybody
Mhm.
else have any other loot kind of stuff that we need to take care of?
Say, I don't think you ever gave me your magic items, so I could just give you a magic great axe.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what to go with.
Yeah, like we're level 5. You should have some.
You should
stuff.
have one. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You need to be
You haven't
sorry.
done anything wrong.
What I was gonna say before, though, guys, we're actually doing a shopping episode.
Big episode.
Well, we're talking about the shopping episode more so.
But it's still a shopping episode.
Yeah, I mean, oh shit, I should do.
The weapon. Filter.
Did I do bad math? I think I did bad math. 200. How much gold did we get, Rufio, before?
500 each.
Okay.
What?
This was like the session before you joined.
Okay. I was like, what?
It's true.
That's just rude. No.
So I bought 100, 200, 300. Yeah, I think I should have like 50 left components. Maybe it was supposed to be 100. Oh, I can look up. Yeah, so I have 50 components left. I can do one more first level from the book. Also, I'm going to spend 4 or 5 hours calming spells this afternoon, Rufio, so that's where my time's going.
Cool.
As soon as I get home. I'm just deciding on the... I can do 1 or 2 level spells. Yeah, I don't have enough for... I could do another third, but I don't think I'm going to. I'll hold in case we find. Oh, we have I have a spell scroll of alarm. I'll use it on that actually, so I'll learn alarm as well.
Cool.
That's a ritual.
Yeah, so we can get the sleep sack on one of Seraphina's weapons and the necro sack on Kurik's great axe. We can talk about what kind of axe you want too,
Okay.
because you won't need it this session, so like we don't have to worry about that too much.
Yeah, I'll start doing a little more. I'll go back through things and see what I can find.
Yeah, and like even if you just have like an idea for like something you think would be cool, just let me know and we can see.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
And then I'll take Calliope to hawk the jewelry that she has so that she has some spending money.
Sure thing.
Thought Hawk was a person for a second. I was like, "There's someone named Hawk, and we haven't met them."
Yeah, he's the name of the guy who buys the
fence.
jewelry.
Yeah,
the
Hawk.
fence.
So I'll take her to do that. And just so we have some gold that for her, she has some gold that we can use to fucking buy a room and a bed, or just to, so she has stuff, so she's not gonna die on us.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, no.
It's the Brittany Broski meme where it's like, no, well.
Let me see. See the real numbers. Oh wow, those were good. Roll 5d100 for me, Zarin, for helping. She gets 280 gold. Yep.
Okay.
God.
So we'll get that to her, and then she didn't sell the key one, right?
No.
Okay. She'll have that. So, and she can. We'll figure out a way to make more bedrooms in my house, but for the time being, we'll get like some sort of like sleeping apparatus for her to sleep on while we go off an adventure.
Like, and not at your house, you're saying? You specifically do not want her at your house?
No, I mean, I don't, but it's fine.
Or
Yeah,
July.
like she could, especially if we're not
Everyone's
here.
turned on her.
No, I mean, like she's like I care, I want to help her, but like we just don't have time.
No, I
Takes
get
time.
it.
And so yeah, just make sure she can just take care of herself while we're gone.
Yeah.
And then I'll spend the rest of the day wizarding.
Yeah. Hey, Zarin, how come Ophelia didn't want me at her cult?
Is that Calliope?
Yeah.
Is that her voice?
No.
What do you want from me?
Well, you just seem like the one who knows what people are thinking.
I
don't know.
Calliope, I know a lot of things. I am very learned. I am not the best with knowing what people are thinking or how they are.
I'm cool enough to meet her cult.
I understand. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't. I am not as familiar with what their ethos are. In general, I just know from
Vulture
knowing Ophelia.
Skulls. Just give me a second. You see her like grab that book she bought and open it up.
Mhm.
Vulture Skulls, Otoptera, Death. They mostly like death. I haven't gotten that far into that section yet.
Yeah. What else did you buy at Astral Secrets?
Big necklace.
Well, I know, but you said you didn't like the necklaces. Why did you buy another one?
Oh, I like this one.
What
It has
is
a big
this
black
one?
rock on it.
Is it anything special, or do you just like it
No,
because it is heavy?
I just like it. Yeah.
What did she say it was?
She said it was a necklace. Obsidian. She
Yes,
said it would
but
help with some sort of energy flow, but I don't believe that stuff.
Right, but the way that Isolde usually operates is she likes to.
Oh, like the story she told with it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, she said it had something to do with what was it? Some sort of like this gem was created actually from an ever-smoking bottle that never got closed up. And
That
it
is
wasn't
a-
actually
that
created
is
from
a-
the bottle itself, but from the rage it caused
That is
everyone around it.
That is extremely cursed.
Yeah.
That is a curseful item. But tell you what, let me go run some errands and I will pick up some things for you. Because
Sure.
we are going to travel for a few days, maybe a week or so. And I want to make sure that you have everything that you need. Is there anything in particular that you need?
There's
I'll figure it
just
out.
like
Okay.
it has chocolate in it.
Yes, I will go and get food. So yeah, I'll go pick up. I'll get some gold from her. I'll go pick up food for her for a couple weeks, as well as a weighted blanket. One of those like head donut things
Yeah.
that you use to sleep on planes.
Perfect.
And I don't know. That's it. Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, we'll see. What else? But yeah, after that, I'll just wizarding stuff.
Cool.
So if other people have stuff
Serafina,
they wanna
would you
do-
like to see your family? I know you mentioned that at one point as a possibility.
Yes. But sorry, my chair wasn't moving. Serafina, before she goes, is gonna go up to Zarin.
Okay. So yeah, he's sitting with his he's got basically like his spellbook open. He's got his tome open and like some scrolls that he's like doing math with basically.
Is he like sitting at the table in his
Yeah,
house?
yeah, he's sitting at a table.
Oh, cool.
Seraphina's gonna come like next to where he's sitting, like where all of his stuff is, and like kind of like lean against the table facing him.
Mhm. So, Serafina, look. See, this symbol, this is the symbol for air. And it is not literally air, like you breathe. It's not like that. It is like the thought of air, like for something that is ephemeral and something you cannot hold. Now, you mix that with this one, and he puts it over here. This is the symbol for earth. And now you might think, how do you mix air and earth? Well, that is the thing. You don't. But the thought, this steadfastness and this looseness, that is the combination that you must very carefully combine. That sort of thing.
And when you combine them, what happens?
Well, I am not that far in the book here yet, or in my scroll, but I believe this will, in essence, stop you from hitting the ground, hitting the earth. It sort of creates this like cushion that, or not as much cushion. It makes the air around you heavier, so you fall slower.
So maybe I won't break my face as much.
Yes, that is a hope. Yes, but it is not. I did not buy this as a slight to you at all. Actually am just now thinking why it might actually seem like it is a slight, but that is not the thought that I had when I bought it. The thought I had when I bought it was that we are going into the mountains where it is likely that we could fall.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, Varen.
Totally did not mean it that way. I feel like I have egg on my face.
Do not. You do not. I know you didn't mean it that way. I know you're working on something, but could I potentially pull you away from it for a bit?
Yes, of course. What do you need?
I don't know if you saw. I think earlier today, when we were going through that seance, that we all saw things that were specific to us, besides just the mountain.
Yes.
And I think I saw something to do with my mother. For me.
Oh, no. I mean, I think you all saw the focal, my portion of it because I was the focal, but I don't believe any of us saw anything personal from anyone else.
I saw a woman crying and looking like she was in pain. Rufio, did it look like a human woman?
Huh?
And she looked human. She had purple hair. And she starts like twiddling with the strand of her hair that has the purple in it as well. And when she was crying and she was in pain, and the only time that she stopped crying, she got very silent, is when a baby started crying. I have no memories of my mother. I only know about her what my father has told me. And to my knowledge, what my father said was that she left. She didn't want to be a mom.
I know you have not seen your father in quite some time, but I don't know if that is Like, since you were a child, or since, you know...
I was 8, I'm pretty sure. Last time I saw him.
Hmm. I mean, in that case, it is very possible that it was not exaggeration, but something that you tell children to not hurt them.
I feel like I would have been hurt less by my mother dying in childbirth, as so many women do, rather than my mother ran away because she didn't want me.
I mean, possibly, but again, if you were like 8 years old, then I don't know. I can't explain the decisions that were made, but
Either way,
do you did you see her die in this vision, or only the insinuation of it?
the insinuation.
Then,
All sounds from her stopped when the baby started crying.
well, then that is not like it is carved from stone.
Either way,
But why do you bring this to me?
because I want to ask my aunt and uncle about her. And it probably won't go well because she was a human. They rarely ever speak of her. And as much as I hate to admit it, I feel like it would behoove me to have you there. Not because I hate you, because I hate the reasoning as to why. She kind of flicks her ear.
Yeah, I mean, I will be there and do whatever you need. I'm there for you, you know that. So is Philia. So is Karek. So is Ollie.
Ollie's always there for me. I know. And I know you guys are too. But with what's the word I'm looking for?
Xenophobic?
Yeah, xenophobic as they are. Granted, she kind of glances around the room. I'm the only half breed, as they would say. I don't know how they would react to our friends with scales or our friends with wings.
I had a good time with their daughter.
I know. I know you did.
I could still play with
But
the child.
If
That was
you want
great.
to come, Ophelia, you are more than welcome to. But and she looks back to Zarin.
When are you going?
I am asking for your help on this. I don't even know what that help looks like, so I suppose I'm asking more for moral support.
Yes, of course. Just let me know.
Are you available now?
Yes, if this is what you wish, of course.
Ophelia, would you like to come?
She glances over at Zarin and then back at you, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to hang back, actually. I trust you guys. I don't want to mess anything up for you.
Alright. You want to join? Herrick.
I don't want to mess anything up. People see me and tend to clam up a little bit. But if you need me, I will be there.
Well, I think just Zarin and I can handle this.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to send that to Rachel. Yeah.
So I guess Zarin and I will head over to to my aunt and uncle.
Sure thing.
On the way, Serafina is going to pull out and drink the potion of mind reading that Zarin gave her.
How long is it?
Oh, it's for 10 minutes. Before I knock
thought it
on the
was an hour.
door,
Yeah.
I thought it was an hour too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was an hour also,
Did
but yeah.
you read the
Yeah.
spell
So many of them are an hour.
to know exactly how it functions? It's kind of complicated.
It's
Honestly, I
pulling
read
it
it
up for me.
recently, and I should probably read it again right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that all. Here, I will.
It's not detect thoughts, right?
It's
Or
detect
is that it?
thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I will post it in the Discord.
In chat. Oh. Yeah. Well, it's clearly not going to be sense thoughts.
Well, sense thoughts is like the passive benefit you get.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh,
And
I
then-
see. I thought you picked one or the other option to do. I see.
Yeah.
No, it's
And then you basically can target a creature and like hone in on them.
One second. It says, okay. Blah, blah, blah. On a successful save, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. So it knows immediately?
I
Like,
think
I'm
that
confused on the
probe,
wording.
If you probe deeper, the
Yeah.
target becomes aware that you are reading their thoughts. If you just do the base level with read thought,
Yeah.
then it doesn't know. It's if you probe deeper, and it's kind of like you go from like touching their brain to fingering their
Uh-huh.
brain kind of thing.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, like read the base level is like, the like mental dialogue kind of.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If you click on the hyperlinked word, that's when it has to make a save, and it knows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else that I should know, Serafina, before we arrive?
They will probably automatically assume that you are it's just you and I that are going, but automatically assume that you're a leader of some sort. That you're responsible for me. Basically, they are not going to question you, other than that they might question why you choose to associate with me. As far as for the questions that I'm asking, I have no idea how this is gonna go. They don't talk about my mother much. They don't talk about my father in an association with me. And they see me as a rot on their family tree. So. door. I knock on the door. I don't want to waste this potion. Do my Aunt and Uncle appear to be home?
Yes.
Arthur and Giovanni? Right? Arthur and Giovanni?
Huh?
Arthur and Giovanni, that's their names?
Uh,
Am I remembering that right?
I'm gonna be honest. I lost the old notebook I had that had their names in it, so I'm not 100% sure. My OneNote wouldn't let me sign in, so I had to make a whole just new one.
I have Arthur and this Genova. Genova, I think is what it's supposed to be.
Yes, because I remember that name.
Genova.
Genova. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if I name someone Genova, they're more important than your aunt.
That's fair. Is it Giovanni?
What was it? It has something. Let's see. Her doctor's name is Evelina.
I have it
Her name.
G-E, I think
what do you have?
O.
Uh-huh.
I can decipher my writing.
Was it
Uh,
Genevieve?
No, because I would have spelled that differently.
Yeah.
I have Geovon. Might be I-O. It might be I-V-O-N instead of E.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and call her. Wait, what is Geo?
I started writing with a J, and it looks like I started writing like Jean, and then cross that out.
I got no idea. I'm very sorry.
That's fine. Let's just say that it's Giovanni.
That doesn't sound like a very feminine name to me. She should have
Yeah.
Genevieve. We can do Genevieve.
Yeah, let's just do Genevieve.
Genevieve and Arthur. Okay. Genevieve, Arthur, and my niece is
Evelina. Her name should be something related to Evelina's name, but I just can't remember what it is. I know that they share a part of name.
okay. What did we decide on?
Genevieve.
Genevieve. I've got so many names bouncing around in my head now.
And then the cousin is Evangeline.
Angelina.
No, Evelina.
Evelina.
Evelina, thank you.
Yes. But yeah, you knock on the door and they answer.
I've taken the potion.
Yes, you've taken the potion.
Do you have TVA music playing right now? I'm so sorry. He opens the door.
It's called
Yeah,
tense negotiations.
I see. He
D&D
looks
music
at the
will
both of you and goes, I'm sorry, sir, whatever she's done, but we're not responsible for her anymore. I don't know what she told you.
Very slowly and pointedly. Why do you think that she has done something untoward?
History, mostly. Usually that's what it means when someone escorts her home.
This isn't my home.
Don't believe she.
No, but we don't know what you might tell someone to try and find a way out of a situation you've put yourself in, do we? For reading his thoughts, though, you do see that he is Can see that he knows that this isn't what's really happening. He's just being a dick.
Well, I certainly wouldn't tell them that I belong to you, because why be a stain on your family tree?
Well, I've can't say that you haven't figured some things out as you've gotten older.
I mean, you drilled it into me every time I was over here, so how could I not? That's
Yeah.
not why I'm here, though.
And why exactly are you here? To give our daughter a toy that we can't prove you gave her?
No, I've already done. Well, no, I haven't. But if I were, well, you're right. You would never be able to prove it.
It's been nonstop.
That sounds so unfortunate.
Getting the sticky residue all over our nice home. It's unbecoming.
Children should be allowed to have fun. I know you don't know the meaning of that word, but children
That's what
certainly do.
outside is for. And on the weekend between 10 a.m. and 12 noon.
Seraphina like mouths that along with him. What do you know of my mother?
That she ruined your father's life.
Right. Do his thoughts say anything different?
He's ruminating on her, being lesser than, and it, he does come to his thoughts of her being like an adventurer.
Is she dead?
She might be. Adventurers have a high mortality rate.
Indeed, we do.
Indeed, you do.
Hey, Jen, do you have like a TV on in the back?
I guess I do. I didn't even notice.
So locked in. Me too. I'm typing this and I'm like, this is crazy.
I'm listening, and it's like, oh, I probably leaned on the remote at some point.
I literally just wrote very beige ass white guy.
So she didn't die while giving birth to me.
No, not that I recall.
Do you have purple hair? Do you ever meet her? Do you even know her
Yes,
name?
unfortunately, I don't remember her name. Sarah, maybe.
Part of my name, you ass.
Well, like I said, I don't remember.
Did she have purple hair? Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. She was, oh, I didn't move you. I'm sorry. My bad. Blink, 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 blink. Yes, I remember. It was, quite obnoxious. Your father forced us to meet her one time. A result of what a terrible wizard she was, I believe.
She was a wizard?
I believe so. I think your father mentioned that. She had a spell book. Isn't that usually wizards?
They're a lot more than that, but I guess in layman terms you could say that.
Is there anything
If
else
you
you'd
don't-
like to know about that creature? I'd prefer to keep it
I'd like
quick.
to know.
Did you confirm hair color?
I did. It was purple. don't know anything else about her. I am gonna push the
Reading his
Alright.
thoughts,
Go
when
ahead.
he mentioned the purple hair, you sort of hear him think the only thing worse than the purple hair was those black suits her group wore.
That's crazy to type.
I want you to know it's not legible to anyone else but me, but I know exactly what that says because that's how I feel right now.
Um, the only thing worse than the purple hair was the black. Oh god, I'm gonna push the red button. Okay. No, I don't want to know anything else about the woman who brought me into this world. But
Mm.
when was the last time you saw my father and where was he going? And I'm gonna push deeper. So it's
Yeah,
a
I
spell
guess
save
he'll
on
make
his part.
yeah. What's your saving throw? Because he is not
It's
be
for
good at
that
those.
of it's the potion itself says DC 13.
Okay.
Yeah, so that sets it. What else does the potion say?
Oh no, he saves.
When you drink this potion, you gain the effect of the detect thought spell, save DC
Yeah, for
13
no concentration. Okay.
for no concentration. Yeah. He saves.
Yep.
Well, he knows that I'm in there.
Uh-huh. No, that's your
Is the U specific?
What?
Mm, uh, go ahead.
Okay. I see you've learned some new tricks, Seraphina.
Or perhaps she made friends with people.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
go
more
ahead.
likely that she couldn't do it herself. You're right. I'm sorry. I overestimated her.
But you know, I was earlier
Yes.
explaining to some people what it is exactly that how exactly we classify things. And, you know, we were discussing these creatures that are in the wild and things that are made of magic. But the truth is, the real monsters are not those that we find in the wild. They usually are much closer to civilization than most people want to think.
Well,
And
sorry, go on.
for what? At what point? What does this give you? This some satisfaction? This like power that you hold over her? This knowledge that you keep for your own sake, for what's light of hers?
What what knowledge do you believe I am keeping from her?
The knowledge that you keep every day from her when she asks
I
you
simply
things.
find it repulsive that she would try to intrude my mind like that.
Well, tell me this. What would make you not have to ever, ever, ever see her again?
I can't
You know
imagine
the
a
answer,
world.
but you enjoy this holding of information from her. You know very well If you told her what she wanted to know, you would never have to deal with her again. But you enjoy this. You enjoy this monstrosity that you have become.
Disappointing that all this elf heritage and you talk just like her wizard mother.
Talk like someone who has dealt with things that are made of malice, of evil. And I don't think you are, but I think that you get a lot of pleasure from it.
I told her last time she was here, her father came a few months ago. He was delivering something to the Swift Quivers. I believe it was in an armoire of some kind, a display case. It was a little out of the ordinary for him, but it had inlay, so they wanted his connections. Is that good enough, sir? Will you take her away now? Believe that was the deal you struck up?
Of this blasphemous wizard that you spoke of.
What of her?
What is it that you are really trying to keep from her?
I don't know what you're inferring.
Oh, or go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, have I completely lost detect thoughts now that he's saved?
Oh, I guess he would need to make another check to see if he just breaks it.
I mean, I think it ends when they save.
No.
Ending the spell on a success.
Until you shift
On
your
a
attention
successful-
away.
On a
Yeah.
successful save, the spell ends. Yeah, so I've lost it. Okay. Continue.
But that is 1 second. No, because the target can take an action on its turn to make a check against the CC on ending the spell on success. Oh wait, never mind. I didn't read on a successful save the spell ends. I'm stupid. It said either way, and I just read everything to that applied to everything said before it because of the phrase either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, it ends. Yep.
Continue. Sorry.
He's made a compelling argument, Seraphina. If there's a question you have, you should ask it soon.
Do you know the next time my father will be in town?
He didn't speak on that. He seemed to be in quite a rush.
Do you know of any way that I can get in contact with him?
Maybe if you asked the Swift Quivers, they would be the last people that I know who had that contact information.
DM, do I know if I can just approach the Swift Quivers, or I need an invitation?
Yeah, they live in a gated community, so you would
That's what
have
I
to find a way in.
Do you know how I'd be able to get in? I don't like talking to you any more than you like talking to me. Do you know of any way that I can get in to speak with them? Because that area is gated and I don't have an invitation.
Don't think I can help you there, unfortunately.
Listen, like I said, I know that you don't like talking to me any more than I like talking to you. I won't bother you again, but if he happens to come back by, can you give him this letter? And I pull out a letter that Serafina has written that is to her father. And I just quickly write on the outside of it Zaren's address and put if this is where I'll be, if not there, leave a note. On the outside of, or I guess I'll just write it on the bottom of the letter. And I give it to Arthur, my uncle. Just give this to him, and you won't ever have to see me darken your doorstep again.
He sort of groans and rolls his eyes and looks at
I can come here every
Evelina,
day if you
come
want.
here. And he hands the letter to Evelina and says, if I hold on to it, I'll tear it up. Go hide this from me.
Evelina,
Yeah?
how are you, sweetie?
Just having lots of fun.
Yeah. I have Ollie fly over so she can pet him.
Those bubble guns I got at school are really cool.
I heard about those. Those sound so fun. I'm gonna have to get some for myself.
Yeah, I don't know where they got them.
Do you know your Uncle Avonis, right?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times.
Next time you see him, that letter in your hand, can you make sure he gets it, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Make sure. It's my first mission.
It is a very important mission.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that you'll see it through. I have no doubt about that. And I lean down and whisper to her, for doing this for me, I'll bring you back something special again.
Oh, you're the best, cousin Serafina.
Not as good as you are. And I give her a little pat on the head and stand back up.
Yeah, she hugs your leg.
And I look at Arthur. I won't darken your doorstep again.
I missed this. While she was standing there in the doorway, her hair was just fluttering magically, even though there was no wind.
Looks like your daughter might be adept, or one that might be adept at the arcane arts. Perhaps she might look towards some sort of wizarding school in the future.
Don't fill her head with silly ideas that will get her killed.
It is a calling that some answer. I'm just saying, perhaps
Mischief does seem to run in this family.
In your family, perhaps, not in this family.
Funny.
Are
We
you
share the same blood.
In the way that family blood works?
Oh, did her mother put her DNA into my daughter somehow?
What is this word that you say?
You're right. Put her lineage into my daughter somehow.
I didn't know my mother. I grew up without her. All of my mischief, all of my zeal for life came from your brother, my father.
Yes, he...
Adventure runs in this family. It must have skipped a generation with you, though.
but I'm the same generation as your father.
But for what it is worth,
By the way, on a technicality,
while
if you could still read his mind.
for what it is worth, magic does not run in blood like everyone thinks. It can skip generations. It can skip lengthwise across a tree. So
Some branches aren't as potent as others. Some of them just dwindle and show no fruits for their labor.
I believe our branches are quite full, he says as he gestures to his home.
And I love that he did that because I was planning on doing this. With Druidcraft, it says that I can instantly bloom a flower, a seed pod, or a leaf bud.
Uh-huh.
Can I invert that and make some of the flowers look like they're rapidly dying?
Yeah, but it is a spell, so he'll know you're doing it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
well,
I don't.
we're openly casting spells. I got some. Let's see.
But I'm just gonna.
I just
I'll
learned
make it
some new
happen.
ones.
I don't care if he knows that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
They look great, but they can also wither just as easily, and I just cause some of them to go. I'd hate for that happen to you. Don't always count your blessings while you're sitting on a gilded throne, made of your money, thinking you're better than everyone. When your life is dull and boring, and when it comes to an end, the only thing you will have to show for it is whatever your gorgeous daughter does, and whatever greatness she achieves, it won't be tied to your name. And I leave.
He's mad. Slams the door behind him.
Oh. That went... I don't know how that went. Not better than I expected. Not worse, but...
Well, I mean, we learned a little bit. We have the lead that for the swift quiver, so we can check there. I don't know if that is something we can do before we leave now, or if that is a task for when we return. But
I don't want to hold anybody up. We can do it next time we're in town. I don't know if I'm ready for that either, given what I have learned just now.
that is okay. We will see to it when we can.
At least I know one thing.
What is this?
My father didn't lie to me.
Oh. I feel like this is like a cake that has been left in the oven too long. It is nice to have cake, but it is sad that it is burned.
Now I want a cake.
Okay, let's go get cake. Come.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Of course, I wish I were more helpful. I sometimes struggle to find the right words.
I think you said all of the right words.
Oh.
I think there's a place on the market that makes confectionaries of some kind.
All right, yeah. Y'all get cake, and you'll go back to Zaren's house, and, this is where we'll be ending it, because it's 10. We can do some ending scene stuff if you need to do any,
Debrief or something.
yeah, any debrief with the group or whatever.
You smell like cake.
We brought you some.
It's so easy to save some cake for Ophelia.
It's a crumb, but it's a whole meal to
It's
her.
just like, yeah, it's like it's the piece you give your sibling when they ask for something of yours.
But it actually
Dude,
works for her.
there was one time that Kennedy to our Papa Bobby, who's my mom's stepdad, was my mom's stepdad. Anyway, Kennedy was like 4 or 5 when she did this, but she was eating some McDonald's fries, and he went up and was like, "Can I have some?" And she took the fry that she had in her hand, and it was like a longer fry, and then was like gonna rip it in half, stopped, and went to the pointy corner in and broke off this minuscule piece and dropped it in his hand. She was 5. 4 or 5. That child. She's still like that, mind you. She's 20, turning 21 soon at the end of the year. But still like that.
But yeah, I'm gonna smack on it.
So my mom
Seraphina.
was apparently a wizard.
Oh.
No, that tracks.
Well, okay, so again, he said she was a wizard. That does not mean that she was a wizard. She could have been a sorcerer. She could have been a warlock. She could have
Saren,
been.
we can't be here all night. We cannot be here all night. You need to go to bed at
We
some point.
literally talked about this earlier today. Just because
She is a magic user.
They don't exactly know. That is all I'm saying. I am saying
We will be more careful
said
about
she
our
had a book.
language around you, Zarin.
He said she had a book that she studied.
Okay.
Don't give
Well,
Zarin an
no, I'm saying that more in like don't. And I'm not saying this as a slight, but like, don't wizards need to study slightly more than other magic users?
Ophelia. Okay.
Hmm.
Perhaps imagine someone else that is in your order and worships your deity. Would they not perhaps have like a text of their tenets that they review every day so that they are in line with their beliefs? One would say, from afar, if you didn't really care about this person too much, oh, that is a person studying a book. Perhaps they are a wizard.
I don't assume things about people, so I may be the wrong person to ask. I don't know. I think it's unfair to just assume. It's just like you're saying. You're calling everybody out today, Zarin, and I'm.
Hey,
No, I'm
Zarin,
using yes.
do cleric? Because you're a cleric, right, Ophelia? Okay. I just wanted to double check real quick. Do clerics seem like the kind of people that would work with the people that you've told us about that were in those black suits?
I don't know. Why does this matter?
Well, I took that potion that you gave me. And my uncle had thoughts about the only thing worse than that purple hair was the black suit group that she hung out with.
Oh, that could be any group of people in black suits.
I mean, you're right, but it's not pretty common.
I mean,
And the fact that I had this vision
I know.
when we're dealing with something that appears to potentially circle around something that we've already met, or some of us have already met.
Yes, I mean the coincidence of this vision, I think, is could just simply be this is something that is weighs heavily. I wouldn't put too much stock in that, but I will say the three that I saw and what I know of this person, they are extremely exceptional people, the members of this group. So, if there is any
Saying my
solace,
mom can't be an exceptional?
no, I was.
I mean,
going to
she is
s-
kind of a piece of shit because she abandoned me, but
I was going to say, if it is any solace, that your mother was more than likely pretty badass.
I don't.
Sometimes things do
Contrary
travel through
to.
blood.
Why are you just trying to make me feel better?
A little bit, I think, but I
I mean,
don't
my
think I
mom's
am.
still a piece of shit, but
But didn't you say are we thinking that she did not die or that she did die? Because if she did die, then she's not a piece of shit.
I'm thinking she didn't die.
If she didn't die, I mean, it is still possible that there are things in this world that will keep you from your child.
She left a note saying, being a mother isn't for me. I want to adventure still.
When did we learn this note? Is this what your father said? I'm not following. Where did this note come from?
It was a note that she left when I was a baby.
Do you have this note?
Oh, it was in my father's house, which is sold and a different family is living in it now. I don't know if he took it with him or not. I didn't have it. I didn't want to hold on to that bullshit.
You cannot verify the veracity of a note that you saw once when you were 8.
Seraphina, keep talking. I
thought
like him worked up like this.
I saw it multiple times.
Still, you cannot verify the veracity of such a thing.
Well, it wasn't my father's handwriting. I know his handwriting.
Did he not know anyone else that can write?
Well, that seems like a shitty thing to have written for your daughter. You trying to paint my father like he's a bastard or something?
No, I am saying that, again, as I have said from the beginning, it is possible that he was trying to spare you this.
Again, what sparing is it if you're versus your mother abandoned you because she didn't want to be a mother or your mother died in childbirth? That seems a lot easier to handle. I grew up with kids like that.
Right, but if there is still hope, the hope is not dead. And
I have no hope to see my mother. I don't want to see my mother. I've never wanted to see my mother.
insight check. Aaron's not great at this.
Look, it's up to you two how insight checking another player works.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
I don't give a rat's ass about my mother. I can show you where that is literally written in my backstory. I don't give a rat's ass about my mother. She left me. She didn't want to be a mother, which I understand that maybe not everybody is fit for parenthood. But she left. She made her choice. I've made peace with that. The only thing I have not made peace with is making peace with my father. My mother can do whatever she wants. If she happens to be gallivanting around the world still and is a powerful wizard, well, great. Or a powerful magical user of any kind, great. Maybe some of that did pass down to me. I clearly have some magic capabilities, and my father certainly didn't. But all that I have from her is the hair, and according to my father, some of her looks, but that was when I was 8. I don't know if that's still the case.
And
The only thing she gifted
being
me was,
pretty badass. Don't forget that.
if she's even a badass, she might have just gotten roped in with the wrong gang.
I don't think this is the type of group that you just get roped into. I also don't think this is the kind of group that allow you to have a family. for what it is worth. I am saying perhaps don't jump to conclusions, even if you have made these conclusions a long time ago.
Well, regardless of my conclusion, whether we run into her or not, is not something that we know will happen. And as the old saying goes, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. I'm aware I said it wrong.
I am not this so oblivious. We'll see. I am always looking for. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was trying to say something very poetic, but I am out of poetic things to say today, I think.
A lot of them to my uncle, so that's fair.
I try.
Anyway, Keurig, do you want a piece of cake? I got you some too.
Yes, please. That'd be very nice. Thank you.
It's boysenberry.
Cool cake.
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 You can.
I drop a cupcake in front of Calliope.
Oh, I
He
thought you were
happily
gonna.
picks it off the ground and eats it.
I thought you were gonna give it to Ollie, but no.
Well, no, I have something for him. I don't know. Something a cat would like. He doesn't technically need to eat, right?
Technically, he does not. No.
I'm gonna say he's a familiar.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
And
right.
he's magic anyway, so I'm not even sure like a Tressum ever has to eat.
Yeah, they do.
They
They're
do.
real animals.
Okay.
They're real
Okay.
animals.
They are
Right.
kind of monstrosities, but
Right. They're
Yeah.
made by wizards, right?
Oh, by the way, that's real lore. I was watching the D&D 24 Monster Manual thing about monstrosities. That's what they talked about. That's what qualifies something as a monstrosity and not a beast, is when it's like a beast that was like mutated by magic. And owlbear being the like prime example.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I wasn't just talking out my ass.
Yeah.
Usually what I'm saying has some kernel of
Yeah.
knowledge somewhere.
I drop a toy for Ollie to play with.
Oh, it is nice that you bring toys for both of your pets. Well, you gave one a cupcake, but
I'm your pet.
And you
God
don't
damn
know. No.
God damn it.
Yeah, you don't belong. I have Ollie. That's already far too much responsibility.
But yeah, we can it's probably a good place, and we can pick up next
Yep.
session,
Yeah.
which if if the road is built in front of us, we'll probably head out towards going north.
Yeah.
That's a good
That would
plan.
be the cool. Hell yeah. Great session, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
More
I mean,
emotions.
fun fact,
Yeah.
a lot of emotions. But fun fact, what Zarin explaining the spell when Serafina came over to him in his house, that is a glimpse of me and Rick living together and him explaining things to me.
Life does imitate art.
Mhm.
Especially all of like coding things. Stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Fun fact, I had no clue what spell I was going to end up at when I started with Air and Earth. And then I was like looking through, what spells did I just get? Oh, Featherfall. That
Would make
actually
sense,
tracks
yeah.
perfectly.
Also, you, Rufio, for making my mother more important than I intended on her being.
He messaged me, and it was very convenient that I literally asked about that group and refreshed us earlier
And
this
refresh
session.
the memory on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
because that was
perfect. Yeah.
just something I was like, oh, I need to do this and ask him about it, because that was something that came up. And only because they mentioned the guild, he had showed up at the guild at one point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Serafina didn't actually see them. That was just Zarin.
Yeah,
Mhm.
only Zarin has seen those people.
Right. Ending the recording now.